Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk window control switch mechanism used in the video exclusively in the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and pull up the handbrake. To be able to change the window regulator mechanism on your vehicle, you must remove the internal panel on the door. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the plastic cover located behind the handle. Using a Torx T30 wrench, remove the holding screws on the door panel located behind the handle. Start by taking off the handle casing by delicately pulling it towards you from the top downwards. You can use a flathead screwdriver as a lever to help. Then unplug the window control switch. Using Torx T30 wrench, remove the two holding screws on the upper and lower part of the door handle. Remove the two screws at the bottom of the door with a socket wrench and a 10mm socket. Finally, remove the last screw located towards the lock using a Torx T30 wrench. Remove the plastic cover at the wing mirror level as well as the foam. Unplug the system to adjust the wing mirror by pushing on the tab with a flathead screwdriver. Open the door storage compartment and remove the two plastic clips and remove it. Lift the upper panel on the trim, then unscrew the last holding screw on the trims. You can now unplug the power cable to the central locking near to the lock itself, then disconnect the opening cable for the door behind the inside handle. Pass the window control switch connector inside the trim. Remove the protective panel on the speaker, levering it off with a flathead screwdriver. Then unscrew the three holding screws on the window control motor using a Torx T30 wrench. Finish by disconnecting the side light located at the foot of the door. You can now lift off the door trim. To remove it completely, unplug the power to the speaker, then the power to the window control motor. Free the electricity cables from the guides, then free the connector of the side light at the foot of the door. You can now access the window control mechanism. Remove the two plastic modules to access the window control mechanism. You must now separate the window mechanism. Separate the window control mechanism from the motor, removing the three holding screws with a Phillips screwdriver. Take an adhesive strip. Put a strip on each side of the window. This will be useful to adjust the position of the window to access the window frame through the small access covers. The adhesive strip will also support the window to stop it falling when removing the mechanism. Using a thin flathead screwdriver, separate the window mechanism by pushing on the locking studs, then by sliding the window upwards. You can then unscrew the mechanism thanks to the 2 screws located on the upper part. You should now be able to extract the mechanism.
Please support us. Subscribe and like the video, that will be really cool.
Take the new window regulator mechanism. The motor and the timing module are integrated in the mechanism sold by Mr. Auto. Put the new mechanism in place. Pass the mechanism behind the door opening cable, then screw it back in. There are also mechanisms with an integrated motor. Their assembly is a little different, as you have to pass the whole of the mechanism behind the door sheet. Using adhesive tape, lower the window towards the 2 holding frame. Once you make contact, lever it with a screwdriver to clot together the holding studs on the window. Once in place, reconnect the new mechanism. You can now test to see if the assembly works. Put the 2 plastic modules in place. Reconnect the door opening cable. Pass the power cable for the side light bulb into the door trim, reconnect it, then put the light back in place. Pass the electricity cables back through its guides. Reconnect the speaker, then fix the motor into the trim. Reinstall the window control switch connector. Install the cable for the door handle and check how it works. Before putting the trim back in place, check that both lower parts of the window control mechanism are aligned with the holes to fix it in place. Put the trim back in place and start by screwing in the 2 screws on the foot of the door, which connect the trim to the window control mechanism. This will help avoid disassembling everything if there's an issue with alignment. Lift the upper part of the trim, then screw the holding screw back in. Put the protective cover back on the speaker. Clip the upper part back onto the trim. Screw the different screws back in. Reinstall the handle and put the door storage compartment back in place. Put the cover back onto the wing mirror. Operation completed.
Hello, if this video helped you, like and subscribe.